What's up, everybody? Wait till some peoples gets on here and uh, and see how many people going to join us today. In the meantime, until some of y'all get on here, get some public service announcements out the way. So make sure you go to my website, www.safetycomplianceagency.com. I've got online training and how you can become a certified fire watch agent, as well as being a pandemic safety officer. If you need some extra money or you need some extra skill sets, I got them on the website. Hey, everybody, what's up? Uh, www.safetycomplianceagency.com, and don't forget bamboobabiesclothing.com, my 4-year-old's website. Go check that out. Also, what's up, everybody? You know what? While y'all all coming on, I need to go do something, and that's what's wrong with a live. Normally, I ain't got no producer around. I don't have nobody helping me, so I'm gonna ask y'all to hang on for 1 second while y'all populating. Keep coming, keep the live going. I'm gonna grab something real quick, and it won't be a teleprompter. I'll just be doing it off the cuff. So I'm gonna grab something real quick, and I'll be right back. Everybody say what's up to everybody else. Y'all keep it going. See Marie, Miss E got moderation. Y'all start talking to people, letting them know Major just gonna take a little, cause I'm outside, so it's very humid. So I want to go get something to wipe my face. I wasn't thinking about that. It's a little, warm out here. So before I start sweating, looking like I'm hitting a heavy bag, I'm going to go get something to wipe my face with. Y'all good with that? Yeah, I thought so. I'll be right back, and then we're going to get into it, y'all. Everybody chit chat. I'll be right back. All right, bam. And we back. Commercial break is over. Class is in session. I know y'all ain't seen me for a minute. You ain't synced me for a minute, but I'm still here. That's why I threw up that little thing on the community page talking about I'm still here. Yeah, we still kicking. And it's a bad haircut day. You see my fro is really froing out. I'm gonna have to go in the drawer and get the comb with the fist on it. I'm gonna have to get the pick out for this. This getting a little, crazy. I know it's looking a little Maxwellish. Maybe I'll get some dreads or something pretty soon. But anyway, y'all know I don't care. We're just gonna keep it real and keep it moving forward, whatever it takes to do that. So what's up, everybody? Juan Perez in the house. Miss E, Eartha, Miss C. Marie, Bryce Griggs, Braxton Spivey, what's up? Mark's Marketing. Do some marketing for me. I need some help over here. Well, actually, I don't. Business been picking up, so that's another reason why you ain't seen me. Chewy from Star Wars is in the house. Y'all didn't know he was one of my fans? Yeah, Chewy in here. Sean Edwards, Laura K, Gigi Naturals Homestead, what up? Alex Martinez. Who else? Who else? Your mama. That's what's up. Your mama won. That's crazy. Okay, that's dope. Um, that's crazy. What else we got? Who else we got in here? That's what's up. We in here. We gonna get started then. Get a couple of more people. Y'all remember the rule? We got 50 folks, 51ish. We need 51 likes. However many people we got, we need to punch the like thing, get the likes up. Make sure. There's Gift Edom, my brother from overseas, over there in Dubai. What up? What up? Got the heavy hitters in the house. Everybody's popping in. That's what's up. So anyway, y'all. I wanted to get into this topic. I wrote some stuff down. Look, Major wrote some stuff down this time. Yeah, I might not ever get to going over it, but I did write it down. See, look at that. All this stuff I wrote down. Okay, so what that is, in a minute, once y'all get done introducing each other and saying hi and this, that, and the other, Miss Cherry's in the house. We'll finish all the shout outs. William Goosewick. We'll actually get into the subject matter and get popping here in just a second. Let me see if anyone knew. Jaleesa H, what's up? Raul, is it Raul Roman in the house? Let me see. We got the live chat. Okay, bam. Who else is in here? Janine Hollis, what's up? Lacey Wright. Um, y'all act like y'all been knowing each other for years. Shout out to Juan Perez, Miss Cherry saying hey. That's real dope. I appreciate it. We got community inside the community. That's what's up. All right, y'all, we're going to get started. Oh, Selena S, sorry I missed you there. D Natural or Natural. No Way Out Major. We're going to get into it. We're going to see. We're going to see about that. We're going to see about that. So, make sure nobody new popped in here while I wasn't looking. While I was looking, them over 50s on. I'm looking while Beatrice Scott, she's in the house. All right, y'all, we good. Get the likes up. We need like 10 more, and we'll be even. We'll be good. So as you enter into the temple, hit the likes so we can get the likes up. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I had to send somebody a message. Stop bothering me. So the real big spread. So y'all gonna keep popping in. So I'm just gonna get started. And I guess y'all flunked. Oh, y'all did it that quick. 48 thumbs up and 47 folks in here. That's what's up. All right, let's get started, y'all. So, what was the title I put up? I put up, We're Trapped. Is there a way out? So, we're going to get into some of the traps I'm talking about. So, if you don't know who the enemy is or where the enemy is or whatever, you're not going to know how to defend yourself. You're not going to know how to sidestep an oncoming threat. It's going to be a lot of things you don't know because you can't or don't recognize really how many traps you're looped into. Now, let me ask y'all this because I'm watching myself on the phone, on the device. Am I coming in clear? And is the video audio good? I need to know before I get started. That noise hurts Chewy's ears. Are you talking about all the insects outside? Is that bothering y'all? Looks okay to you, Braxton? Okay, Juan said, yep. Yes, you're fine. Chewy, yeah. I mean, it's a natural sound. We need more of that. So I'm outside in the wild. And hang on, I think the president's calling me. Oh, that. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Yeah, it's the. Is it fire or is it the other alarm?
Alarm. The
outside.
Alarm,
Tell them if it's the one that's outside, it's not a fire alarm, it's a different alarm going off.
inside.
Okay, is it on the fire panel box? Because the box doesn't work.
There's three. The guy was here today working on them.
Okay, so let's just do a check and make sure there's nothing going on, and then see if security has their number.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you might just have to deal with it for the evening. As long as there's nothing going on, just notate it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just in this entrance area, and like all the boxes are blinking and stuff, and it's a orange light
oh,
on that says.
hang on, guys. Okay, well, if it's on the fire panel doesn't work. So just go do your walkthrough and notate it, and it may shut itself off.
Okay. What's her
You'll
name?
have to talk.
LaDonna said that the guy was here today working on them.
Sorry, guys.
He said that the one in this building was fine, and it's the one in the smaller building that needs replaced.
Okay, well, if it's got a reset button and you don't see any smoke or fire, then hit the reset.
Okay, I didn't see a
Was
reset
it called
button, but I just
Clayton?
want to do it without.
Call Clayton. Do you have Clayton's number?
Oh, I have.
Okay, call Clayton if it's an emergency. All right, guys. Sorry, another emergency with the business. Um, sorry about all that. I gotta multitask. Of course, I run a emergency services business, so things pop up. Why are you wearing the Eye of Horus? Somebody asked me. Dre asked me. The Eye of Horus is actually representation of the center part of your brain. the pineal gland, which they call the third eye. So if the cross section of, if they were to cross section your brain, cut it in half, you would see this in the middle. You would see what looks like to be the eye of Haru, the eye of Horus. So anyway, we weren't getting into that today, but I thought I'd answer that question real quick because some people, oh well, that's something evil or blah blah blah. I guess if you think everything's evil, everything's evil. If you think everything's good, everything is good. So that's why I asked. That's why I answered the question. But anyway, let's get into it. Um, I study some comedic sciences stuff as well, so that's a whole nother pay grade or two up. But we're gonna get into the subject matter, which is uh, all of these traps we're in. We're trapped. We're caught in a trap. That was an Elvis song, wasn't it? I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out. Okay, y'all didn't know I can sing. I didn't either. But anyway, that's the song. So we are caught in a bunch of traps. And what I was thinking about the other day was, wow, we really embedded inside of traps. We live in a big old trap house inside another trap house, surrounded by a trap house, with programming coming in 24/7 about trap houses. That's basically what's going on. So, what I was going to do was break out some of the small traps, which are the main ones we deal with, and just kind of put it out there for you to decipher for your own life. Like, yo, that really is a trap. I need to work on that. Or, because see, this is the problem, is that we don't recognize the real traps because we've been conditioned into thinking and believing, not knowing that these things that we participate in are the levels of traps they got us structured in. So if you can recognize some of this stuff, you can also recognize how to get out of some of it. Now, can you get out of all of it? Yeah, when you get out of here, when your body is no more functioning, yeah, you probably could get out of here. You can get out of the trap. And if you believe in reincarnation, or if you believe in going to heaven, or whatever it is, it don't matter. At some point, you're going to be in another trap. So what you do here has a lot to do with what you're going to take with you elsewhere, whether you come back here in a different form, a different body or something. I don't know. I'm not a specialist in that. Um, but what I do know is that there is something to what energy you generate here will follow you. You know, what you do on this level does follow you wherever you headed. You know, so different people believe and know different things. So I'm not gonna get in a argument or a back and forth with this route or that route or that route. All I'm going to do is highlight some of the things that I wrote down. In kindergarten, I learned just enough so I could write this stuff down. I did learn how to write some English, and and I was thinking the other day that, wow, I just sat back and I was like, wow, I'm in some traps, yo. As much as you think you getting out of some traps, you re-embedded in some more traps. And they came up with this system is actually brilliant to trap. It's the ultimate trap. And so I'm sure this has been being developed over thousands and thousands of years. And I believe that it's probably been taken from other civilizations that were far, 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 far ahead of us now. And then once it was taken, they knew that that was the power, and now it was time to silence everybody and get rid of this and get rid of that information and start working on forging this new world that they wanted to put into play for themselves, and get everybody to bow down to it. So, you know, that's just my opinion. That's just kind of how I'm formulating, you know, what I'm saying to you is through my own vision. So I didn't get this out of some textbook, so don't try to get me to tell you a certain date or a particular word or phrase that scholars and everybody has associated with what I'm talking about. I'm not going to do that. This is coming straight from the gully, as Kevin Hart would say. This is coming straight from you. I mean, you know, if you believe there's an all encompassing energy or an all encompassing God, people would use that term too. This all, out of that all would be all of the minds utilizing the information. That's how you can imagine things that you weren't taught, and that's how you can see things. Sometimes people can see things that other people can't see. It's because previous, civilizations and previous ancestry and previous, all of that stuff is coming through you right now or not coming through you right now. So hence the traps are already in place and been set so that I'm sure this can't happen. It can't happen on a scale that could change the scheme of things, is what I'm saying. So I'm gonna just walk through some of this stuff real quick. And like I said, I'm no scholar, I'm no specialist on this or that. This is Majorology 101 as far as I'm concerned. I'll make up my own words, I'll make up my own definition if I want. If it cross references with your spirit or your mindset or something and we connect like that, then we good. We on the one. But if it don't vibe with you, vibrate somewhere else. Go to another channel. I appreciate all of y'all wherever you go and whatever you do. But at the end of the day, your mind is in control of things. Your thoughts is in control of everything. So there again, the traps, they've been set. They've been set for thousands of years, and whoever's holding that key to the traps, ain't gonna let them trap keys go until they get taken from them by force. So as long as everybody around the world keeps playing into the traps keep parlaying the traps. And the traps have babies. They birth more traps. And that's why the law is like it is, so that you always entangled in something. You trying your best to do your best and stay out of trouble, and trouble just come knock on your door like boom, 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 boom. Yo, this is trouble. What you doing tonight? Can I come in? Y'all know how it works, because that was purposed for that reason, so that you can't never get out the trap. So we're going to get to the end of this where I'm going to tell you where the one place that you have access to leaving the traps. I'm going to tell you what that is. So some of the traps they got us in. Let me disclose some of this stuff. And there again, this is Major's philosophy, Majorology 101. Okay. I'm not going to quote anybody's stuff. This is coming straight out my thoughts. So we know money, and it might take me another live to get all of these traps outlaid, but money is a trap. It's the trap king. That's the trap. Trap is trap. Is trap. That's why they put on the US version of paper money, in God we trust. So what they meant wasn't what you think it means. Just like on the back of your license plate, it might say "In God We Trust" somewhere, or on a law enforcement, car or something like that. Something governmental, something designed to govern the mental and handle governing the mental at all times, laid that trap out a long time ago. In God we trust. So the question needs to be, why would you want to put that on the money? Because from their point of view, that's the God, okay? And whoever created the document, that is a legal tender document. That means it's a legal document to them, but to me and you, we so dumbed down, it's just money. I'm gonna go get some groceries. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that, right? So, yeah, y'all, I live out in the woods, so y'all gonna hear all kind of stuff going on. But that legal tender, that binding documentation for debts, unsecured and secured, read your money, read that paper, read that document, that note. They call it a note. It's not even called money. That's the street version, the dumbed down. Yo, give them some money. They'll bow down to the money. They'll do anything for the money. So in God we trust, you got to ask which God, which one you talking about. There's a whole bunch of gods out there. So be specific. Which one? That's one of the traps. They got it blended in with religion. Because if you connect the money to religion and God we trust, and then different religious documents that talk about God, now they got the trap set. They got the trap. The trap is living. It's moving back and forth, up and down, side to side. You do it on Sunday, you do it on Wednesday, you got Bible study on it, you do this, you do that, you got to spend money for this, you got to use money for that, you mismanage money, you get in trouble with money, you go to jail for money, you got to pay to get out of jail with the same money you went to jail for using or getting the money in the first place. That's crazy. That's the trap. So just money in itself is an ongoing trap. The use of it is an ongoing trap. Now, of course, we all like to purchase things or go buy some food, but that's because we've been conditioned that way. So maybe 125 years ago, it wasn't no money moving around hand to hand like paper money. Maybe a little longer than that, 150 years ago, maybe it's gold and silver coins. If you was very rich, you had gold. Poor man's money was silver. But other than that, you was your body was your money. What you could produce in your fields and your crops, this, that, and the other, that was your currency. So you know, you actually, you actually were able to use what you could do physically as your currency, because somebody else may not be able to do your skill or your trade. Blacksmith, you do this, you do that, so on and so forth. You had you were the commodity. But then when certain personalities from England got away from their captors and broke loose and started creating their empire, they began to start to utilize notes as a way to steal money from kings, queens, and countries. So once that started and they got the upper hand on things and began to, I'm doing the short version of this and I ain't going to say a bunch of dates and stuff, but between 1600s all the way up to now, maybe 1500s up till now, that game was already being parlayed, making paper money an actual thing, telling kings and queens and kingdoms that, hey, I can store your gold and give you in exchange this stuff with your picture on it, and you give that to the people and we'll back it by this gold you got over here. And then all the while, and I'm showing you how many traps are inside of traps, that's why I'm going into this story. And then all the while I've got your gold, because I convinced you that people are after you, they're going to wreck your kingdom. I got your gold stored in my secure location, and I'm going to give you these notes that you can generate around and give out to people, and go ahead and confiscate all the gold they got too and bring it to me, and I'll give you some more paper, and we'll handle the printing. You won't even have to deal with that, king or queen. And then all the while I'm setting this up, I actually am talking with the country that wants to come in and take over you, and I'm doing the same thing with them. And in the middle, I start a big war between the two countries, right? So that at the end of the day, I can make sure that they both lose and I got their gold. So we're dealing with traps that have been laid by people that have been working almost 1,000 years. I would say between 500 and 600 years. They've been working at this for a while. They got this thing. The only thing they don't have down to an exact science would be this America experience, where all of this stuff instead. So what they did with America was this. In a short, quick story. This is Majorology 101 again, because I could be totally wrong, but I could be totally right. Somewhere in the middle, we're gonna get this together. But with America, they were like, you know what? All this fighting and warring, and when the people get riled up, they come after us. They tear our castles down. They jack us up. They run us out of the country, and we have to escape with our lives. So let's don't make that happen again. The next The next one we plan, we gonna make the slaves not know that they slaves. Yeah, we gonna do that. Let's try that. Maybe that'll calm them down. Maybe look, let them look like us a little bit. Let them go wine and dine. Let them work hard, get some money, buy a house. We'll even give them a loan for a house they ain't even got the money for yet. But it's okay. Let them live a little bit so they can keep working for this new system we got called America. Okay? And while all that's going on, we're going to make the rest of the world watch them and go, wow, I wish I could do that. I wish I could be like that. And they're going to move over here too. We're going to trap everybody up in here. We're going to trap you. And if we don't get you physically up in here, we're going to get you mentally up in here because all around the world, we spreading the good news of English, and we making sure that business is dominated by English. So even if we don't end up in your land, you gonna speak our language. So we got you. Trap again. The language. Traps everywhere. People running to learn English. Like, that's the greatest thing on the face of the earth is to learn to speak English. Because they got it connected to in God we trust, the money, and in religion. And I'm not just talking about Americanized versions. I'm talking about all around the world. So this is a trap planet. This is a trap house times 50 million for sure. Um, I know for a fact that, whoop, almost dropped the phone. I know for a fact that my reflexes are pretty dope because I grabbed it while it was still in the air. Felt like I was Neo on the Matrix or something at that moment, at that second. I just grabbed it. It was in the air. It was about to hit the floor. Bam. I caught it, levitated it back on the table. Your boy's dope. But anyway, um, you know, I think like there were so many things that transpired before we got to this point that we don't realize how many traps we have. Let me name off a couple of them, and then y'all can chime in and let me know what you think. So we got money, we got religion, and we got food. Them's your big three right there. Them's your whoa, wow. Food, money, religion. Even though you don't think it has anything to do with you, it has everything to do with you. So when you step back from, that's why I made some video like food is food your faith. That video, that live I did, is food your faith. You know, like, and what I could have said was, is food your God? Because you got money with, in God we trust. The we part, like, who's we? I guess anybody who used the trap money is the we. Because we trusting in it to pay your bills, keep your lights on, buy some food, buy some tools to do a garden, whatever it is. You trapped up in the trap house. It's like being in a maze, inside a maze, inside another maze, inside another maze, with a whole bunch of mazes to go through. So if you died at 100 years old, got reincarnated, if there is such a thing, and came back here, you still be in the trap house. As long as you come back here, you're in the trap house. So there are some ways to get out of it, but you know, it takes a lot of work, so much work, more work than you might have years to live. I don't know, but it can be done, but you really would have to focus on. But we'll get to that in just a minute. So here's some of the other traps. And these are some of the things we could cut down on so we not as trapped. I'd rather be at 50% trapped instead of 150%. I mean, that's my thinking, is like, I'd rather my foot be coming, I'm working it loose instead of just totally strapped in, both feet, can't do nothing about it, right? And the shackles tight as they can be. I'd rather at least have the opportunity to be working on trying to get out of the trap. That's why you prepping. That's why you paying your car insurance. You trying to hopefully not be in some trap somewhere. So that's why you do these things inside the trap. While the trap's going on around you, you stepping in the trap, walking in the trap, eating in the trap, sleeping in the trap, driving in the trap, reading the trap books, reading the trap movies, everything the trap. But anyway, it's not doom and gloom because we're still here for a purpose. So we're going to get to that. But look, money's one. Food, religion's one. Your phone, trap house. That's a whole universe upon universes to be trapped in. Then they got the metaverse inside your phone trap. So now you trap multiple universes times 10. And even if they found a new universe and you got to it 20 million years from now, you'd be in a trap house again. So that's the metaverse, got you trapped. Then you got clothes. You got the culture. Think about it. How many traps we in? The clothes. Gotta have a certain brand. Gotta get it from a certain place to feel good. Gotta do all this stuff just to be looking fly. You know what I'm saying? Like the culture, being in with the clique, being in with the group, doing it this way, not that way. Another trap. Marriage, that's a trap too. Marriage used to be a tribal institutionalized thing. There was no license for a marriage. Think about it. You gotta pay to be with the person you love and get a piece of paper that says that this is what's going on. It didn't used to be like that. Marriage was just, you had the tribal families and the marriage went according to the culture. However they did it, that's how that tribe did it. But when do away with when you do away with tribes and you create individualism, this is how you get the trap present day to be accomplished, was by removing tribal families all over the earth and still doing it to this day. This is how we got to this place. So to go forward, you got to go all the way backwards and come back. That's what I was saying, like with your mind, you got to clean out the stuff that you think you got right now. You got to just throw it away and start over. The government in this place and that place in this system ain't going to throw nothing away and start over. That's up for you to start yourself over. So don't be waiting for no handouts. Don't be waiting for no hand ups. None of that. You got to go do your own truth searching and digging and diving. And I learned a lot by listening to and going into some of the comedic sciences. And for those of you that don't know, and that's not the only stop on the map, but that's a big stop. Comedic sciences has to do with Egypt. And if y'all didn't know, Egypt is not the name. That's the Greek name for the location. Kemet was the original name. And there may have been a name before that, but Kemet is one of the oldest names for the place they call Egypt. So that's the only place, one of the only places on the earth where there's a collection of stone writing that's been there for 5, 6, 10, maybe 10,000 years. You got all, and just so we're clear, Egypt, Kemet, all of them, Saudi Arabia, that's Africa. Ain't no such thing as no Middle East. They renamed it that for their own purposes. The Middle East don't exist. That's all Africa, y'all. So, they got traps. They got surface traps. You got in-ground traps. You got stuff hidden under the leaves, traps. You got stuff in the concrete, traps, in the subway. It's a massive trap operation going on around here. But these are some of the traps, marriage, relationships. Because once you break everybody down to this individualism thing, then now relationships become toxic as heck. Everything's toxic. Because it's about me. It's about my feelings. It's about how I feel. Nobody care about how you feel. It's about how it is first. Your feelings might matter on a day that they matter. But on most days, for most people, they don't matter. Just like mine don't matter to you. You can't feel what I feel and I can't feel what you feel. I can associate with something, but you can't expect me to feel all the way 150% what you feeling. That's already a jacked up toxic thing, because if I don't feel like or look like I'm feeling what you feel, then you butt hurt, and now we got an issue with our relationship because, oh my goodness, you don't even care. Maybe I care, but just like a karate man, I bruise on the inside. Eddie Murphy said that. Y'all remember? I bruise on the inside. I'm a karate man. So everybody don't act the same way. Men don't act like women, and women, well, nowadays that's changing. But as far as I'm concerned, a man can't think like a woman, and a woman can't think like a man. You try as hard as you want, make it look like you look like one, but it don't work. So all of this stuff I'm talking about are traps. We live in the original trap house. The United States of Britain over here, with your governors and your mayors and your representatives and all that. That's still old English law stuff being carried out over here. That's why the flags look like that. They just a different shape, got different stuff in different places. Same colors, same colors. That should make you hecka recognize what's going on. Anywhere ships fly certain colors, the other countries recognize who those ships belong to. This ain't even the place you might think it is. It's covered up and covered up and covered up with more and more traps. But anyway, your hobbies, your job. Don't quit your job. I'm not saying that. You got to do what you got to do. Don't dare go into your job tomorrow, kick the desk over. So I was listening to Major Gardner and he was right about these traps and I ain't taking it no more, and kick your desk over and lose your job and then get evicted 2 weeks later. Don't do that. You got time to figure this stuff out first. Put things in place. This stuff is in levels. And once you dissect the level and understand that level, and then you don't have need for that level, then you can get rid of that level. But you got to have another level already in play. Okay? So don't go jump in the lake and you know it's 100 feet down and you go down 99 feet, right? And oops, I can't breathe that long. You should have grabbed that scuba tank that was sitting on the shore and took it with you. So you got to do what you got to do. Use common sense, critical thinking. We need that. But these are just some of the traps. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is the main trap. This is the main trap because I ain't going to be on here all night talking about this. But self is one of the biggest traps there is. You're at the top of the trap list because nothing can get where it needs to get without us participating. And then the traps that have been set. Oh, I need to say this right here. Hold up. The traps that we participate in right now. You feel good about being in a trap. They devised this device right here, this machine they got working around us, got us participating in this thing. This thing is really deep, y'all. Like we really is like got to take a step back, take a week, a month. Y'all heard me, month. Ain't no months no more. It's a month. MOUNF or something, month. Take a month. You need to take a step back and you got to really go find your truth because it's more to this place. If the predominant theme of something is what you see every day, more than likely that's a substitute for the actual. So yeah, being able to drive cars and get gasoline, we all crazy. Oh, the gas is gonna go up, and yeah, I was saying it too, and it did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. Now it's going down. They're gonna make you feel all giddy again, make you feel, oh, gas is coming down. It's still $2 higher than it should be, or maybe $2.50 higher than it should be. So they still got you in the trap, like, oh, it's getting crazy. Then oh, we got a break. They're playing with your emotions and your intellect right now on a massive scale. You know, it's so much going on. I got people overseas calling me, asking, is the C, what do you want to call it, the C thing, the C word, um, that the little sick stuff that's going around, that like it's so bad that people are just dropping like flies. So overseas, I guess they're being marketed that that's what's going on over here. We're over here going, oh, there's going to be a war. It's going to start anytime soon. We got to get ready for this, blah, 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 blah. And then, we're on some other track while the rest of the world is looking at us like, oh, it's just falling apart. Now, if you're a trap king or you're at the top of trapology, you know that you got to get the rest of the world away from seeing that this location we're in is probably is no more the best location to be. So it's like, don't come over here, but we'll see things going on overseas on our news media. If you don't have relationships overseas, it's going to be hard for you to disseminate what's going on. But I'll pick up the phone, get on Skype or something, call somebody and, yo, is this happening over there? And they'll be like, What are you talking about? I don't know nothing about this. Man, they just said that this and that happened over there, right in your town. What you mean you don't know nothing about this? Tell me, what's up? Ain't nothing happening over here but the rent, my brother. What? Yeah, that's going on nonstop, y'all. So we don't know. We do know this. I'm waking you up, possibly. Some of y'all, I think most of my viewers that watch me live know what's going on, know a little bit about what's going on, if not more than me. But we kind of on this thing where we know something's going on like this, and it's not hard to begin to believe and then know, because you can believe something, but then you got to work your way into knowing what it is, because there again, being in a trap, the biggest thing is going to be, you don't want to be that mouse nibbling on that cheese, right? You know, when the trap snap on you, you don't want to be that one. But then at the same time, we all gonna go. Y'all hear me talking about that all the time. We all gonna go from this life. We all got to go. Even if you get to live to 150 years old, at some point the body gonna break down. You got to go. So all this fearful thing, I guess it's just a matter of, a lot of us might be afraid like how we're gonna go. It really, I mean, it matters, but it don't matter, because at the end of the day, when you're gone, you're gone. I mean, it's gonna be a second, and then it's lights out, and that's a wrap. Some people take longer to get out of here, but it all depends on how you see things. And it all depends on how you participate in the trap and how much energy you generating with the trap to keep that energy generating. So we don't want to be party to all of these traps. So we got to start going through this. Write you got to write you. And what I did, I wrote up this while I was thinking. These are little umbrellas, right? This is a trap. Money. Got you trapped. Another one. Trap. Trap, trap, trap. This is basic stuff we deal with every day. That's like a 15 layer trap right there. And then within all of them layers, you could write out sub traps. So we spending a lot of our energy maintaining the trap for entities that don't really consider us to be worthy of much of anything. And I don't care what color you are. See, at the end of the day, the trapologist, whoever that is or whoever those are, they don't, the color, you be surprised. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna throw this out there because y'all gonna trip out on this. A lot of people think, I'm gonna just say it candidly because I can say it. A lot of people think at the top of the pile is some white person or Caucasian group, right? The trap so deep, so set up. You might be surprised if somebody melanated up there. I'm just being honest with myself. So when you start seeing how many traps are out there, you start getting a feel and the vibe for how they operate. And then it's like, now why would you telegraph to me that if you're at the top of the trap, why would you telegraph to me who you are if you're always hiding from the people? So, it's going to be somebody opposite of what you think is actual. That's how the trap works. What you think is the real might just be the total fake. And what you think is fake might be the real. You listen to what I'm saying. You might get angry and get off the live, but do your thing. Like Isley Brothers, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. I ain't gonna say the rest. They'll get into some other content. They might flag me for copyright just for saying it. But that's what's going on, y'all. So I'm gonna end this by saying the trap, the to get out of the trap, one, you got to get back connected to what they call nature or nectar, N-E-C-T, I can't spell it, N-E-C-T-R-E, nectar, mother nectar. It wasn't nature, they changed it in English, but nectar would be coming from the Kemetic sciences end of things. You got to get back connected to the ground. That's why they call it grounding a circuit. The circuit don't work unless it's grounded properly. You're a electrical transformer, a mobile electrical transformer. And as long as we keep wearing them rubber shoes, what they call the bottom of your feet, sole, right? Your soles. That's pretty interesting. Your soul. Why would they call that area your soul? Sole of your feet? Huh. So if you got a rubber sole shoe, you can't transmit or receive any electrical signals from the ground. So you can't be grounded. So we got to start practicing getting them shoes off and getting on the earth, like standing on the ground. You got stuff that's not functioning correctly in your body, in my body, because your heart is like an electrical. It's a masterpiece. It's like something they can't even recreate. You can't recreate that. They can't make a heart. They can't make it like it is currently. Now there's some, we could talk about some other high level stuff in regards to that, how we all became, but that's not the time. It's not the time for that right now. But your heart, you can be having heart symptoms, and it could be electrical symptoms, or it could be actual cardiac symptoms that's arising from blockage, or arteries clogged or stuff like that, right? But just because you're having heart palpitations, let's say, it doesn't mean that something, your heart is bad. It might be that you're sleeping in the wrong position, or you're sleeping. That's been happening to me. We moved our master bedroom. We moved to a whole different area of the house, and now no palpitations in one night. Been dealing with this for a while. So electrical components in your house. I don't even know why I got off on that, but all this is to say, the traps that we're in have to do with all of the stuff that we think is normal. On the other side of that, the abnormal side, is probably where you need to be looking. Everywhere that you think you know something, you're going to go outside of that, leave it on the table. You can come back to it later. Leave it on the table. You got to go deep diving for some stuff. You got to deep dive for some stuff. But the trap, the ultimate trap, is us loving the traps we're in, and us not wanting to get connected back to the earth. Like I said, go exercise by walking on the ground barefoot. It's a whole systematic reason for doing that, because your feet are not supposed to be in a rubber case. It's not supposed to be in a rubber case. Ultimately, our mind is what's got us fixated in the trap and keeping us in all the traps. You can't get out of all these traps at once. You're going to have to dissect these traps. You're going to have to find out what's slowing you down from really. And a lot of people, well, I'm trying to get me a yacht. I'm trying to get a plane. And it's nothing wrong with experiencing this level. But in order to do it the right way, you got to get untrapped up here. The best of your ability, get all these traps undone. Because when you leave here, life has got something to do about you living. You born with no teeth, and you get old and you ain't got no teeth. You born getting diapers, and then you leave here, some of us, with diapers. It's the irony behind it is crazy. Like, how am I going back? Why am I leaving here in that condition? Why would I want to? It's got to be something more to it than just doing the status quo thing, and there is. I won't get into it in detail here, but I'm just getting you pointed in a direction that you might be interested in delving into on your own time. And I can't give you any references, books and stuff. It's like comedic sciences. Go check that out. Go check out some of the stuff that's they're trying. Go check out the stuff that they're trying to get rid of. They're right now in Egypt, which is Kemet. Remember, Egypt is the Greek name. They're chiseling away information on those rock structures every day. They got people that they pay to go. They close off part of the area so tourists and stuff can't go, and they're chiseling stuff off. There's a guy named Dr. James Small. There's a guy named Phil Valentine. What's some other people? Phil Valentine, Dr. Phil Valentine, Dr. James Smalls. There's a couple of more, but if you start clicking on their videos, this is where you'll start getting some of that information outside of. You'll find out that the stuff that you're into right now is didn't stem from where you think it came from. It's coming from 50,000 years ago stuff. Okay, not 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, not even 5,000. It's like 50,000 years. Some of the oldest structures are still in the jungles of Africa, covered up by vines and all kinds of stuff. It's just there. You can't refute it. It's there. They know it's there. It's some old structures here in the Americas that you might not even know exist that are here that you wouldn't even know. They build a lot of universities on top of these locations so that you can't one they can harness the energy coming out of the access points and the all of the what you call it, the meridian lines in the earth. They put their locations on top of these places a lot of times. So a lot of the stuff is under the ground here in the Americas. But anyway, we can get out of this stuff, y'all. You just gotta work the levels. You gotta be willing to dissect life down to the point where it makes sense and works for you instead of it working for everybody else. If just like me, if we get angry every day, upset about something, it's because all the traps. Got to learn how to get the traps out of the life so that we can enjoy this life, live it to the fullest, because you're supposed to experience this level to the fullest. You ain't supposed to experience this in misery. I mean, you could be, and a lot of people that believe certain ways, like reincarnation, let's say, whatever energy you left here before, you come back in another body, you got to you gonna pay for what you left here doing or whatever. I mean, it kind of makes sense. What you sow shall you shall reap. Payback is a mother. All that stuff. Karma is a, what? All that stuff comes from some belief that says that when you do dirt here, somewhere you gotta pay for it. So, and I know a lot of religion stuff will say you go to hell or whatever. That's for you to decide on how you see things, how you've researched and believe. That's not for me to call it for you, but I'm just saying. I think my job. Let me say, my job is to whatever minutes or seconds I got left here. I'm reminding myself by speaking to y'all about it because I had a little down play day here, and then I had to get back up. It gets to the best of us because this system is so vast. It'd be all around you. Just the energy coming off of it jack you up if you let it. So it's okay with having a little slow period or a little bummer day as long as you don't stay there. As long as you don't stay in that phase, you gotta get your composure back. Fight off, go take a cold shower, and get back at it. But we're supposed to experience this to the fullest. That don't mean making millions of dollars. That don't mean having jets, airplanes. It could mean all of that. But what it does mean is whatever it is you're wanting to experience in this life, you're not supposed to leave here until you experience that. You're supposed to get what you came here to get and do what you came here to do because time is short. You only have this body to do it with. You and me both. I'm the same way. Like there's some stuff I'm gonna do because I'm gonna do it. Like the reason why I thank you. Um, the reason why I'm going to do these things is because I have to before I get out of here. The only thing you're probably going to take with you is the energy from your experiences. And that's just Majorology 101. That's not a guarantee. That's just me thinking out loud. Your experiences could be that you're having fun with your wife or your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And in that moment, in that second, and I'm not good at this yet, but in that second that you're experiencing this, your mind is so open to the fact that I am really enjoying this second. Oh my goodness. Like this is the bestest time ever. And then you feel those tingles coming through your body. That's how you know you in the moment. So life is probably a whole bunch of series of this. It's probably I need more W's than more L's at that. The more W's I get, the more wins I get at that, the higher my energy can maybe achieve what it's trying to achieve here and get me on out of here before I have to even experience some form of debt that other people may have to experience. So it's all about Overstand, you understand it first. You got to be under somebody first, kind of learn, and then start understanding, and then you can start overstanding some stuff. That's when we get to the point where we can move through this. That's when you get through the point where you can walk through a wall, so to speak. You can move a mountain with the faith as small as a mustard seed. Okay, that don't make no sense unless it makes sense to you. You can walk on some water. That don't make no sense until you get to the overstanding part where it starts making sense. So there again, getting out of the trap. You can't walk on the water if you're in the trap. You constantly in the trap house. You can't walk on water. You can't break the molecules down and make them levitate in the air and move this that way and move that, move atoms out of the way. But matter is matter. Scientifically, mathematically, it always comes to the same place. You're in a matter driven arena. You're supposed to be able to move matter. We supposed to be able to move this stuff. But as long as we stay in the trap houses, all them umbrellas I showed you on that pitch, as long as we stay up under here, under all them traps, you ain't moving nothing but your mouth. Me too. So anyway, yo, let me scroll back. I'm gonna throw some shout outs. Miss C. Marie in the house with that super chat gift. Yo, it's 143 people. If all of y'all did that today, I could get me a helicopter tomorrow. I'm just messing with y'all. I appreciate you, Miss C. Marie. But that's what's going on, y'all. I'm going to look at some of these comments. I hope this kind of helps. I know I'm not talking about go get your guns, your knives, and go get dug into the ground and build you a box in the ground. Yo, when you start getting out the traps, you don't have to parlay that type of energy anymore. You don't have to be party to that. You say, I'm going to protect myself and my family. Do your thing. But once you start overstanding some stuff, you can overstand far enough where that energy don't even come to you. It worked that way too, y'all. What go around, come around. What keep playing in our mind, come around. We generating devices against ourselves with this. We generating unpleasant situations with this. We generating all the stuff you see happening on the news with this. Combinations of millions of people, billions of people getting played into thinking one central thing. That's that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen with force. But you in the middle of all that can still just be sitting there doing your thing, meditating, stuff just flying by you, ain't nothing touching you, ain't got a scratch on you, too. It's a whole bunch to talk about, y'all, but I just wanted to get that to you. Um, I appreciate all of y'all watching and the thumbs ups. Um, like I said, I know my channel kind of changed, but my original energy has been this, what I'm talking about right now. So all the videos I've ever done, all the stuff I've ever said, I've been working my way through these things as well. I feel like I'm just scratching the surface here. So maybe y'all can scratch it with me and we can put a dent in something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep vibrating this great energy. Keep being here. Because if you hear one thing that I say that can be applicable to your life, that you can go change on the street, be positive with, walk through a brick wall full of somebody yelling at you, and you just keep walking like you never heard them because you switch that level off, you switch that trap off, and you don't let people get to you no more, then that's reverberating back around to me too. So it's helping my family, it's helping us stay where we need to be, and so on and so forth. So it's not all about a money thing. It's money is, you're supposed to use that like an energy. You can change the frequency of how you use money. It's so many things, how you eat food and what you eat. You can change the frequency of water by putting your pitcher of water by some soft classical music at night, and literally the frequency from the music will transmute itself into the water. Water will receive that, and when you drink it, it's doing different in your cells. I mean, it's just so many things you could go into with this, but for now, I'm gonna call it a night, and it's a mindset. I got your free heli. If y'all send me the money for a helicopter, just send me your address. All the rest of my life, I'll just be fueling up and coming to pick somebody up. Shoot, I ain't even playing with you. Give me that helicopter. I want a Bell House. I want the big boy too. I don't know. I want the one. I don't want Kobe Bryant's mechanic, but I want that kind of chopper. You know what I'm saying? I have me a different mechanic team, but I do want that kind of chopper. But I'm gonna look at some of these comments, and again, appreciate you, C. Marie, always holding it down. Miss E, all these people on here, yo, y'all dope, man. I might not be able to read all of y'all's names. Jax, um, some fool seriously needs diapers over their head. Okay, Braxton. um, Keys of knowledge. That's what's up, Chon. Yeah, yeah. Y'all on it. Hermetic table, Sparky. Yeah, that's right. As above, so below. There you go. As within, without. That's that. There y'all own it, man. Uh, so what else? I was gonna read something somebody said. Oh, Braxton said like at the Vatican, there's statues and portraits of the real chosen. Yeah, a lot of people don't like to get into the race. There's really no such thing as races. That was created too. That's an English word. Everything's been created to trap us. This side against that side, that side. You know how they getting down. Just like I was gonna say this real quick. We right now, you're talking about a civil war is gonna break out in America. Because there was a certain raid at someone's beautiful mansion somewhere, probably in Florida somewhere. I ain't gonna mention no names, but I don't have a mansion down there. But that could spark off something too. And you got a lot of people that think that the enemy is this tone, or the enemy is the other tone. This tone right here, this one. So all that stuff right there is not true. The enemy of everybody is this. What you absorb in here, all these beliefs and philosophies and stuff. If I read something on papyrus or papyrus, but I had the chance to read it on stone, which one would I value the most? The one that was chiseled in the stone, say 20,000 years ago, and it's still legible, or the one that was written on a papyrus or papyrus in a different language from the stone? Which one am I gonna try to go get? You see what I'm saying? So there's so many things, but we got to get back to the origin of things as far back as we can find. And there's so many YouTubers, man, that got good information. You got the ones I mentioned earlier. You got what's his name, Dane Calloway. He talks about Aboriginal peoples of America. He's breaking it down, localities, here, what was going on. Dane Calloway is a good one. There's a whole bunch of folks that's digging. They go into the National Archives. They spending money to go get this information. It's there. They just tuck it away in a bunch of places called libraries. Oh, I wonder what that's about. What you lying about now in here? But anyway, they tuck it away in there, and it's in there. Go to the reference section of your local library, um, and look at the reference books, the ones you can't check out. Those are the ones that's going to depict what was going on around your parts and around the country, around the world. Those are the books to go grab. Don't grab this stuff on the shelves about what you think you want to go read about. Go to the reference book area of any local library, and you'll start opening some pages from the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, and you'll start hearing the conversations. You'll be like, what did he just say? Who did he see when he came through this area? And they look like, what? Yeah, that's what's going on. So we all mixed up. Everybody mixed up. So don't play party to that stuff. Um, but yo, everybody, y'all been dope. I'm trying to read some of these comments real quick. Let's see. The baby Grant. I just preached the same sermon to my niece yesterday. That's what's up, then. We on the one. We on it. You're welcome, Ruby Figaro. Um, Felt the same way. Let's see. If this is just our experience, then we have to enjoy it however we please. Just do it responsibly until our time is up. It's a mindset. That's right. I don't mean this experience go just wreak havoc in the clubs, throwing it up. I ain't talking about that kind of living. I'm talking about you want to go see some land somewhere that you've never seen before and take it all in, or you never scuba dive before, or maybe maybe you never jumped out of an airplane parachute before. I've done that, and that's a bomb. Yo, you talking about an experience of a lifetime, jumping out. Some people do that every day on Saturdays. They go do 10, 15 jumps, but when I did it, yo, what a rush. Your number one enemy will be telling you, what if the chute don't open? What if this is your last moment? What if oh, don't. And then a lot of people talk themselves out of the best experience they could have had in their whole life, just because they scared or fearful. Well, if that was going to be my last day, then hey, groovy. Nothing else to talk about. I got one of my things off my bucket list. Yo, this is dope. Ah, pop, splat. It's over. Big deal. Big deal. We just keep it moving. So I hope I help somebody in here. See, Marie, I appreciate that once again. Your comments are priceless. Um, Jack said, Major, you deserve a helicopter. It's on the way. It's on the way. Don't worry, it's on the way. Who else? Yeah, like and share this video. Appreciate y'all. Um, I know my videos when I do these lives are kind of long, so a lot of people don't probably want to watch them all the way through. But yo, that's when you really get some nuggets. I get them by talking to y'all because I don't say the same thing every time, and I don't premeditate much of what I'm saying, just a little bit, and then I go into it. So I get to play these back and listen and write down stuff that I even say to them. I might not even know what I was gonna say, but I appreciate all of y'all. I'm trying to make sure none of y'all are Miss Cherry. You're so welcome. Mandy Daly. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe, y'all. Blow my channel up. Make sure y'all go to my new channel. It's Major Experience TV. Major Experience TV. If you haven't subbed that, go over there and sub Major Experience TV for me. I appreciate it. And don't forget about my daughter's website. There's that crazy word, web, stuck in a web. Yeah, we in another trap, the web. Her website, let me just say, her site is bamboobabiesclothing.com. She's got homemade dresses on there for ages 3 through 7 or 8. So if you got a grandbaby or something, you want a cool dress, a one of a kind, go to bamboobabiesclothing.com. Support us there. That's my daughter. That's her money for her business, and we're gonna get her working. So she got that skill set. As soon as she get a sale over there, somebody just go over there and buy a dress. Even if you don't need it, go put it in a picture frame, put it on your wall. Somebody buy something. If the website ain't working, give me a call. My email, Major Safety Team. Major Safety Team at protonmail.com. Major Safety Team at protonmail.com. Also, no, you didn't, Major Kobe Bryant. I mean, I had to, Missy. I'm sorry. Um, you know, it's just stuff just comes out like that. Yeah, I want that chopper, just not his mechanics. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I'm sorry. I had to. But yo, y'all all talking some good stuff. I got to go in here and get some other stuff did. I appreciate each and every one of you. And y'all make sure y'all keep this good energy moving. If you feeling groovy, hit them links Miss C. Marie threw down there for you so you can subscribe to my other channel. Get those subscribers up over there so we can do some other stuff on there. I'll be back at you as soon as I'm back at you with another kind of cool video. Miss E, thanks for moderating. Miss C. Marie, appreciate you. Y'all, yo, ride or dies in the house. I really appreciate y'all so much. Kim D, thank you. Jax, definitely. Make sure y'all come back to this live after it posts and leave some comments because people read it and we need them to know that, yo, people's watching major stuff so they can watch more. You know what I'm saying? Yo, thank you for that, C. Marie. That's my website, safetycomplianceagency.com. I got stuff over there. Dons of Essence, thank you for tuning in. Bamboo Babies Clothing. Thank you, Miss E, for throwing the website up there. Both websites, both of y'all. Um, I might have to bring y'all into the corporate office. I'm gonna have to hire y'all. See Marie and Miss E, y'all gonna have to come on the team. You know what I'm saying? The dream team for real. So we'll get to that in a minute. Appreciate all of y'all. Yep, get them feet on some bare ground. I need to do that tomorrow. Stay out there for 30, 40 minutes barefoot. Get grounded. Get all this trash out of the system. Let's go, everybody. Let's get this did. Okay, we ain't got but a couple of clicks left on the clock. Whatever you gonna do, you best be doing it right about now. Okay. Appreciate all of y'all. Have a great night. And before you go to sleep, think some great thoughts so your tomorrow will resemble them great thoughts right before you go to bed. All right. Appreciate it, y'all. Till the next one. This is Major signing off for another kind of cool video. Peace.